Everybody's working good. 30 seconds to air.
30 seconds, people.
Does
my shot look good?
I know my shot was good.
One could head down just a little bit, please, and zoom in just a little.
20 seconds.
Is that good?
Zoom in a little tighter, please, one. Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
Is that good for camera 2?
12, 11, 10, 9,
8.
Stand by headlines.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Sound up. 0.
We look back at last Friday's homecoming assembly.
We learn about the outdoor bio class in our school.
And we learn about the JSD budget meeting.
Fading 2, 2 is up.
Also on the show, we look at the visa donation and the ASVAB test.
Right here on JDTV News.
Open, roll. Rolling. Coming back
Welcome to JDTV News. I'm Mari.
And I'm Janessa. Hello and good morning.
and take one. 1 is up.
Last week was homecoming, and there was a lot of spirit from all the classes. The freshmen did their Candyland skit. The sophomores did their life skit, which was very entertaining.
Roll is rolling.
The juniors was very puzzling, and the seniors did their Monopoly skit, which didn't make much money, but there was a lot of dancing.
Camera 2 next.
The sophomores won the skits. Everyone who participated even a little in Spirit Week helped get their classes points. But who had the most spirit? The seniors came in first place, the juniors got second place, the sophomores came in third place, and the freshmen came in fourth and last place. Good job to everyone who helped out.
Next up, some good news for hungry students. We all know that breakfast is important, and the National School Breakfast Program was started in 1966 with federal funding to provide breakfast for some students who need it. This week, the local program in Juneau schools got some help. Avista Corporation, the owner of AEL&P Power Company, made a donation of $2,000 to help feed students in Juneau schools. Jesse Wurst from Avista and Tim McLeod from AEL&P presented the donation to Food Service Supervisor Adrian Schwartz, School Board President Brian Holst, and Superintendent Mark Miller. The funds will be used to support the National School Breakfast Programs, including universal breakfast programs allowing students the option to eat breakfast free of charge.
The Armed Services Vocational Aptitude Battery Test, or ASVAB for short, is a free test designed to help students discover career pathways based on their strengths and interests. Students who take the test also participate in a series of activities to help them understand their results and how they reflect their strengths. Today's the last day to sign up, so hurry over to the counseling office if you want to take the test. The test itself will take place on Wednesday, the 15th, at 9:15 a.m.
As CTE month continues, we have a look at what 2 of our reporters got a scoop on in biology. I hear they are having fun.
Roll. Take.
Mike's clear?
Mike's clear.
Minute 26 on the package.
So today we are going to be asking Mr. Carney what he thinks about Mr. Hopkins.
What can he say about Mr. Hopkins? He knows what he's doing outdoors, and he's spent some time with Fish and Game. So it's always interesting talking with Mr. Hopkins.
What do you do in your biology class?
Well, we talk about the same things that are covered in most biology classes that are mandated by state and federal governments and so forth. I spend a fair amount of time focusing on wildlife biology as he does, because that's my background as well.
What are some of the projects you do in class?
Well, we've done a lot of really exciting things for global warming, and we did some biodiversity labs. At the moment, we are doing bone labs, and we are identifying animals by the certain amount of bones, like such as teeth or canines that they have. It's pretty interesting.
Eli, what's the funnest thing you've done in outdoor biology?
I think the funnest thing we've done is use the microscopes.
Title out.
It was a stressful day, but
Camera 2 in 10.
it was really fun.
9, 8.
We were looking at chloroplast in cells, in plant cells, so it was a lot of fun.
1, ready, 2, 2.
Biology is a required class to graduate. You need 3 years of science classes in order to graduate. Our biology class teachers are Mr. Hopkins and Mr. Carney. Tune in next week as CTE month continues for a look at business class.
1 is up.
This past week, the Juneau School District took public comments and suggestions on next year's budget at Juneau Douglas High School and at Thunder Mountain High School.
Keep scrolling.
The public who would like to leave a suggestion or comment can email budgetinput@juneauschools.org. At the event on Tuesday, the JDHS principal, Paula Casperson, talked about the activity and counselor budget.
They're working with some restorative justice practices, and for their alternative setting and their school program, they would like to see a non-teaching staff member who could help as a restorative practices coordinator with some of those efforts. And then finally, we want to reiterate our commitment to athletics and activities and the role they play in connecting students and families to their schools, to our schools, in meaningful ways. In spite of large reductions in this area and an increased demand on fundraising across the community, our students continue to turn out and participate year-round in everything from academic decathlon to robotics to more traditional team sports. And then all three high schools see a pretty immediate need right now to try to get drug and alcohol counseling available back into our schools during the school day.
And that's all we have to show about the JSD budget.
Now we'll be looking on to sports. Tyler?
Thanks, Mari. This past week, the Bears fought against Soldotna, Thunder Mountain, and the North Pole. We start off with last Friday's games. The girls' basketball team went up against Soldotna and won with a score of 48-46. Then later that day, the boys' basketball team went up against Thunder Mountain and lost 48-49. Then on Saturday, February 4th, the girls' basketball team went up against Soldotna and won 51-36. And then boys' basketball team went up against Thunder Mountain again and lost 61-71. Also on February 4th, our hockey team went up against North Pole and won 3-2. That's all we have for sports. Keep up the good work, teams.
Thanks for the update on sports, Tyler.
Now for the calendar. Today is the second day at the Hockey State Tournament at the Curtis Menard Center in Wasilla. Boys basketball C team is playing hoop time at 5 here at JDHS, and the boys basketball team is playing Lathrop at 7 p.m.
The Hockey State Tournament continues into Saturday, as well as the boys basketball games against Hoop Time and Lathrop.
On Monday, the girls basketball junior varsity team plays Skagway here in the JDHS main gym.
And on Tuesday, the girls JV team plays Skagway in the main gym.
That's it. Ready? Two is up.
And that's it for the calendar.
Up next is weather with Jessie. How's it looking?
And one's up.
Well, Janessa, we are under a winter weather advisory. Today, there will be snow, then rain showers with highs around 33 and lows around 32. Tomorrow, we will have heavy rain with highs around 42 and lows around 36. Sunday, it will continue to rain heavily with highs around 41 and lows around 35. That's all for the weather. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Jessie.
And finally today,
we're looking at your bio.
No, that's okay.
Okay, too bad, so sad.
Hi, I'm Janessa, and I like glitter and gel pens and glittery gel pens. I drink far too much coffee, and I really like sweaters. I don't like slow walkers or people who chew loudly. I've been vegetarian for 2 years now, and I really love animals, except for spiders. Don't really like spiders. I moved to Juneau with my family like 3 years ago, and I've lived in 5 states, so that's kind of cool and kind of crazy. People always ask us if we're like a Coast Guard family, but we're not. We just move a lot. I dance very awkwardly. I read a lot of books. I really like the color red. My favorite season is fall, and my favorite holiday is Halloween. And I'm very bad at conclusions.
Well, that wasn't so bad.
And you know what else isn't so bad? Our website. Go visit our website, jdhsvideo.org.
And also follow us on Twitter at JDHSvideo.
Thanks for tuning in. Go Bears.
Camera's clear. Everything's clear.
All right, and we're in the graphic for 50 seconds.
Everything's good.
Which is about exactly what I was expecting it to be.